It's on your lead. Actually, nice and loud. This camera kind of farther.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Isupk coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahan. And today's topic is wisdom.
That's right.
Wisdom is the thing that's going to separate us, as far as knowledge-wise, from all the other nations up on the face of the planet.
That's right.
The wisdom that comes from the Lord that He gave to our people is the thing that's going to make our people great again.
And if I could, one thing. I don't want to challenge too much, but look. The scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our times. We live in trying times right now. Towards the end of America times right now. Everybody feels it. Everybody knows it. That this country is going down the tube. And guess what? The white man wants to kill and maim and rob and murder everything before he falls.
That's right.
But like the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. I just want to add that in there too, why this class is important. Because this will be what the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord is what's going to keep you alive in these last days.
That's right.
Not storing food, not 100 bullets, not the new guns, your new fast car, whatever the hell you think is going to keep you afloat, your new job, your girlfriend, your weed, none of that's going to keep you stable in these last days. All you who trust in those things, you're going to be some of the first to fall. Because you trust in all these things like the Christian church. You trust in what you was taught by your Christian grandmama. That God loves everybody. All these things that you trust in, if it ain't the knowledge and stability of the Lord and the Isupk, it's going to be a fall.
That's right. It's going to fail you. Anything that you trust in, that's outside of the law, statutes, and commandments is going to fail you. Anything. It doesn't matter your riches, your wealth, whatever it is that you think you got. All of that stuff is going to fail.
That's right.
And let's get Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 4.
I got it.
Wisdom is going to be the thing that's really going to hold us down. And one of the things of wisdom is also separating. And when and the people, the heathens that's round about us ain't gonna have a choice but to realize this people right here is a wise people. They ain't gonna, even though they're not gonna like it, they're gonna hate it. But at the same time, they're not gonna even be able to debate it at all. They're gonna just think, well, damn, regardless of how much we hate them, their laws and their commandments is far above any. The Lord must be with them. That's the conclusion that they're going to come up to.
That's right. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Deuteronomy 6 and 4? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
The Lord our God is one Lord. That's one of the things that we need to know. Because with all of this stuff going on, Egyptology, and then they're saying, well, all of it's God. Allah is God too. Buddha, this is just a different name. That is a damn lie.
That's right.
What they're actually doing is taking the Most High, taking certain things from the Bible and connecting it and merging it with a false God and having you worshiping that. When our Lord is one Lord, He's separate from everything else that calls itself God.
That's right.
Muslims and all of that, Egyptologists, you consider if they can't beat you in a debate and they know that they can't, they'll come to, well, it's all the same. It's all the same. We just worshiping the same God. It's just different ways. No, just like you can tell a person, like if a person wrote a book, say the Constitution of America. How do you know that it's not the Constitution of China? Even though you can write both of them in English, right?
Right.
You'll have to know the Constitution of America. Just like a person, if you know that a certain person wrote a book, his mind is going to be inside that book. And you know this person, and you know him real well, you'll know whether he wrote that book or not. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
While they sat there and try and say that, the Quran and the Bible, they're saying the same thing. And it's all the same God. That is a lie, because the Quran is totally different from the Bible. It takes from the Bible, but then they do their own thing with it. That's not the word of the Lord. As the scriptures say, the Lord our God is one Lord.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
This right here, this is one verse that really tells you what separation is and how to really do it. You gotta love the Lord just like what was described right here, in this kind of fashion. If you do this, then separation is gonna be easy. It's gonna be a real easy thing. But it's hard when you don't want to do this. That's when it becomes difficult. Go ahead.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Teach them diligently unto our children. We're supposed to always be on our children about the word. Always making sure they're getting their study on. Always teaching, always, constantly, so that our children will grow up to be wise. By the time you do this, imagine you do this to a child consistently every day until he's about 12. That dude is going to be wiser than most grown people.
And if I could, there's another strong thing. You need to let these young children know your rank too. You need to let them know your rank. I was at this daycare, whenever a kid came up to me and said, "You a captain of a boat?" I said, "No, I ain't a captain of a boat. I'm a captain of a school or the army of the Lord."
Right.
Let these children know your rank too. Being an officer in the Isupk and a captain in our Lord's army, that is biblical.
Right.
Where do you think we get officer and captain from? It comes from the book of Deuteronomy, where the scripture says, "Make officers and captains amongst your brothers."
Right.
So teach that to your children too. Tell them your rank. Teach them about the rank. So they'll know about these brothers' ranks, and they'll know, this is what this is. This is what our nation is about. Because it's more than just the ISUPK rank. Rank is a part of our culture.
Right.
That's a part of our culture. It's in the Tanakh and the Torah, the Old Testament, for everybody, you Old Testament Israelites, you white people that believe in, black people that believe in Jewish Judaism, all that bull. That's in the Old Testament. In the Tanakh and the Torah, the law of Moses, to make captains and officers of your men. So make sure you teach that to your children too. Let them know, I'm an officer I'm an officer of this, officer of that.
Right. Because kids also are going to learn more visually. If you looking the part and you dressing the part of somebody that's different from the world, the children, they're going to see that. And they're going to start to imitate that also. And also too, your rank is going to also give them something to inspire to be. Just like when they see a police officer or a fireman.
Right.
They see that and they want to be that. Not even knowing really what the police and fire department is really about. Little black kids see that and want to be it. Not knowing that the police department and fire department have always had a history of doing abuse to black people. Now, the little child not knowing this, he just going on what he sees. He sees something that resembles a hero, something good, something strong and brave. So now he grows up. By the time he gets 13, he gets in some type of little trouble with the law. Police frisk him, and throw him up on the concrete. All of a sudden, he's heartbroken. He's heartbroken, and he's going to go in two ways. Either he's going to be angry with, off the betrayal, that he received from the police, or he's going to sit there and aspire to be that and want to do that to other black people.
That's right.
Those are the two ways that he's going to. But now, why leave him with that option? Why not you come into the ranks of this army and then have your son inspired to be what you are, an officer or a captain in the ISUPK instead of an officer or a captain in the world of the people that hate his guts.
That's right.
Let's continue, huh?
Verse 7. And shall teach them diligently unto thy children, and shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
All of this stuff, this, if you're doing this right here, this is going to also teach you yourself. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to teach everybody that's around you. Because this is what you're consistently thinking of all the time. And people see that you're passionate about this. When you're passionate about something, that automatically sparks the interest of others that are around you. Your children see that you're passionate about, about the word of the Lord. They see that you're passionate about the work of the Lord. That's going to rub off on them. They're going to see that. And their spirit is going to pick up on that.
That's right.
This right here, this is how a nation is built. And this is how people get separate. You can't think of another race out there anywhere that claims to be a Christian, that claims to love the Lord, that does this right here.
That's right.
But us, we the people that the Lord put that spirit on to do this. All of these high up Christians that think that they know something, they're going to have to come to somebody that's like this to learn something. Okay, I'm ready.
And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house, and on thy gates. And it shall be, when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land, which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not, and houses full of all good things, which thou fillest not, and wells dig, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. Then beware, lest thou forget the Lord, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
This is another strong nugget of wisdom right here.
That's right.
When the Lord does bless you with all of these things, it's best not to get too comfortable. But to still love the Lord just like you did before you got those things. Still seek the Lord just like before the Lord had blessed you and gave you the manifestation of all this fatness of the land.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? This is wisdom right here to remain steadfast regardless of what the situation is. Whether you brought low, you're going to come up, or the Lord done brought you to come up, and now you're riding high. Staying consistent in the dedication to the Lord is what's important. This is wisdom right here.
That's right.
This is stability. This is being stable. Instability is moving, according to the situation. Being like, if you're getting riches and everything, then all of a sudden you just forget the Lord and everything. That's instability right there. But if you about the Lord in all things, regardless of whether you're on the bottom or the top or whatever the case is, that's stable right there, and that's a man that the Lord can trust. And that is a sign of wisdom right there.
That's right. That's right. Verse 11, verse 12. That's 13, Salaki. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you.
Don't get separate, and then at the same time, want to go and see, about Buddhism.
Right.
And want to go see, because we are people that's always been tempted with this type of stuff. When the Lord has gave us the blessing, gave us the manifestation of his blessings, then we want to dabble into other little things, dabble into other little knowledge and all of that.
Like Egyptology and Christianity.
Right, and like what is it, Gnosticism and all of that. We want to become all of that. Now that's how you got the vagabond Jews in the Book of Acts. These dudes ended up becoming vagabonds. They try to mix, what the Lord said, right along with some type of weird science and Moorish science type garbage. They tried to do all that, and then it just became good for nothing at all. You see what I'm saying? They became like the dude on CB4. I don't know who remembers that, but the red fish, blue fish. You remember what I'm talking about? They became like that. You know what I'm saying?
Big Mac Patty, right?
Yeah. And he thought that was so wise, you know what I'm saying? That was completely stupid. But that's how we become when we sit there and take what the Lord has given us and then try to mingle it with other things right there.
And there's a precept on that also, if I could. There's a scripture that talk about the simplicity that is within Christ. The simplicity that's in Christ. It's simple. We are God's chosen people. We're supposed to conduct ourselves a certain way. If we do, we'll get blessed. If we don't, we'll get cursed. Simple.
Right. It's just as simple as
simple. Don't got nothing else. Just do what the Lord said to do. Like the scriptures say. Watch, beware of many books, because there is no end. This is the whole conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep His commandments.
That's right.
It's simple. Simple. You follow those two things I just said, like Christ broke it down. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Love thy brother as thyself. If you can follow that, these simple little things, that'll lead you and keep you in a godly lifestyle that's always, forever.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Even King Solomon, and that's an example right there. That's a powerful example. The wisest king that's ever been on the face of the planet even fell victim to this. Where he got and wanted to dabble into other things.
Hey, go ahead, check that. Make sure you check them well. You see what I'm saying? Ask him too. You got any weapons, knives, explosive devices?
You got any weapons, knives?
No. Not today.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Shalom. Go have a seat in front, man. Front row, man. Front row. Front row student. Most High in Christ. Yeah, Most High in Christ.
But even King Solomon fell victim to that. You know, once King Solomon got, you know, all the riches, all the wealth, all the power, then he just sat back, you know, and he started really feeling himself, you know, a little too much, and figured, well, you know, I can dabble into this right here, you know, it's not going to hurt nothing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because he started trusting, you know, in the wisdom and all of the power and everything that he had, and he fell victim to that.
And you know, even more proof that he was just kind of got lost in the sauce, because he started sleeping with them other nations. He started sleeping with white women, Chinese women, African women. What would make a king start to sleep to do that? He started thinking of himself more than what he actually is.
Right.
Start being puffed up in the knowledge and wisdom and learning all these other things. And now he's just in this learning. He's just like in this field of just learning and exploring and doing all these other things instead of keeping it to the basics and being with the simplicity of Christ.
Right.
Which is the laws.
Just like, you know, when you go on the internet, you got a wealth of knowledge about all of this stuff. You know, you can type in Illuminati and it would just be the sea of just knowledge on Illuminati, knowledge on, you know, or whatever topic you can come up with, just a whole sea. But at the same time, the stuff is unprofitable.
That's right.
You know, it's only, you know, and you'll see that it's unprofitable because you can't build a nation on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you looking at knowledge, and see, this is one thing that people fail to do that are in all of these things like Egyptologists and all of that. They don't ask themselves, how profitable is this? How can this raise a people out of the dust?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If it can't do that, then it's unprofitable. It's garbage. It might sound good. It sounds like you're smart, like for instance, the stuff that guy Polite does. The Polite stuff sounds like it's knowledgeable because the people that listen to him are simple as hell and don't know anything. What did it say? The full soul loatheth the honeycomb, but to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. And what he's saying is nothing but bitter things that's dressed in the form of something that sounds smart and sounds real intelligent when you don't even know what the hell he even said. Or how to apply, you know, you don't even know how to take one thing that he's told you and apply it, and for it to bring forth some type of fruit, or virtue or something. The only thing you can do is become some type of word shyster game dude just like him at best.
That's right.
and game up a bunch of people by saying a bunch of stuff that don't mean anything, that only sounds smart and tickles the ears. And then he even went as far as to say, you know, when he knew that nobody understood what the hell he said something like, well, I know that I'm not speaking, you know, to dumb people. He said some stuff like that.
He always says something like that.
So now you thinking, well, you know, even though I don't know what the hell he just said, but I want to be, I'm not dumb, I'm smart. So you acting like you understand what he said just because you don't want to be looked at as a fool, as stupid.
Yeah. Look, they be in the crowd. He say something that nobody know what the hell he talking about, but you there, you don't know what the fuck he just said, but everybody else clapping, so you just start clapping too. Like, yeah, woo, yeah, he's dropping it heavy.
Right.
You don't know what the hell he just said. You just clapping because everybody else clapping.
Right.
If nobody else was clapping, you wouldn't even clap at the point he made because you don't even understand the point he made.
Right. Oh, you know, it just sounded real, you know, real savvy. It just sounded real tricky, and you know what I'm saying? It sounded real smart and intelligent, you know. And then you sitting there clapping, and then you sitting there thinking he's such a great man just because that's what the people around you is thinking. You know what I'm saying? When you don't even know what the hell this dude just damn said at all. You can't even take one nugget of knowledge that he sat there and told you and apply it to your life any kind of way and something grow out of it.
And I peeped that about Polite, so like if I could. I peeped that about Polite. When I look back at some of his old stuff and things, I said, man, he's just a smart scoffer.
Right.
Or, you know, a scoffer who just got a whole bunch of questions. He just dressed up the questions and, you know, some real smart questions. That's all.
Right.
Real witty little questions. You know, that's all he does.
Right.
He says, so, if you believe in the Bible, and the Bible says, blah, 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 then how come you're to He just got a million questions. That's all he do. It's just pose a whole bunch of questions. Like, wow, nobody knows the answer to this question. Wow. You know, he ain't bringing nothing solid that you can take, like the brother's saying, and put it in your day-to-day life. All right? You want to address this question? That's all.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Where y'all read that?
We're in Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter. We're now at
verse 10. Where verse 11? No. Verse 13. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 13.
Yeah, like we were saying though, but you know, nobody can sit there and take what Polite has said and apply it to anything and have anything to grow out of.
And it's so bad that you can't even tell me what Polite teaches.
Right.
Like if I went to you and you be clapping at Polite and saying he's got deep knowledge, and I came to you and said, okay, tell me Polite's doctrine and what does Polite teach overall? Like, what is his message and everything? What's his message? You'll be like, well, the black woman's gone, and, you know, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what the fuck he teaching, Salaki. And you sitting there clapping and supporting and saying how he's dropping it heavy, but you don't know what he teaches.
Right.
I mean, you hear all the questions he posing and everything, you think that's some good witty questions, which they are good witty questions, because that's what he's good at.
Right.
Just giving good witty questions.
Right.
We can answer them all. He just needs to shut up in time so we can answer them.
Right.
But lots of times they ask a question, they want to talk and talk, so we can't answer it. You know what I'm saying? Say, no, well, you can't say that because you can't say that. You know what I mean? But you can't even tell me what Polite teaches. I don't even know what Polite teaches. And I heard listen to him debate and everything.
Right.
Like, what the fuck does he even teach?
And you know what? This is how simple we are. We can judge, you know, who wins a basketball game, who wins a football game, you know, who's winning. We know how to judge who's winning in that. You know, like say for instance, take a boxing match. Okay. The guy that's getting that punches the other guy, and the other guy swings and misses and can't hit him. You see what I'm saying? We know who's winning in that. Now, with Polite, and when he was battling Captain Tazariak, Captain Tazariak could answer his questions, but he couldn't answer Captain Tazariak's questions. When one man can answer another man's questions according to his doctrine, right? That should be a point for that man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, when the man that just got the point asked the question to the other man, but he can't answer it. He can only fire another question. That's that man's losing the debate. He's losing.
Right.
A debate should go on a point system, just like, just like basketball, football, or anything like that. Based on the questions that you can answer according to the doctrine that you're bringing. What questions could Polite answer according to his doctrine and his belief system?
And look, if I could, even to bring it up to speed, up to something recent, I call him white, that black Jewish Judaism believing dude that just battled with the ISUPK in Captain Zaryak in Harlem. Like, he looked like a total fraud.
Right.
Like, he couldn't answer a single question. And any questions he did answer, he damn near lied.
Right.
He said, so, do the white Jewish man suck on the penis to get the blood off of babies during the moil? He said, no, they don't do that. Then he starts getting around to it. They do it, but not the way you're saying they do it. He's like, they take their mouths and they put it on the air to get he trying to dress it up nice.
Right.
The damn white man is putting his mouth on the baby private parts.
Right.
Either way it goes, whatever the fuck he's doing there, it's just irrelevant.
Right.
It's disgusting. Why are these white Jewish people doing this? And then you look at them as some respected people of society.
Right.
When they're doing that every other day.
And they probably even drinking the damn blood that comes from the boy's penis. All of that stuff can be read back to ancient things that cultures used to do. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, like, they believe in certain things, like, like, say, for instance, the Chinese believe in eating tiger penis will make them have a strong sex drive and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
And look, the Africans, they believe if you drink baby's blood and eat baby's organs, you'll get strength. They still do that today.
Right.
So that's an old Babylonian Canaanite tradition.
Right.
Where did all the traditions coming from?
And they also believe in eating the victims that they took in hostage in war. They also believe in that, and if they figure that makes them strong for battle.
Yeah, the Africans.
Yeah, they figure that makes them strong in battle if they do that. And a lot of cultures believe that bathing in baby's blood, will get rid of certain skin ailments and things like that. The ancient Egyptians believe in putting a crocodile dung up in a woman's vagina. And that's supposed to do something. I forgot what they say it's supposed to do. But crocodile duty, man, come on. That's foolishness. That ain't no wisdom right there. That's pure foolishness. Okay, let's go to Ecclesiasticus, rather.
Ecclesiasticus.
Come.
Yeah, let me use yours. You're going to have to use this one, young man. Give this one to the young man. Matter of fact, let me use this one. You get that. All right.
Go ahead.
Come grab it. You're going to need this book. It's the same Bible. It's just you don't have the full Bible.
Hey, can I have some hard?
We ain't got none right now. We only got a little. All right. Class popping.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 1.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 1. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree.
Wisdom lifts up the head of a man that's of low degree. But what do we think today lifts up the head of a man that's low degree? We think a degree does that. We think, the more you go to college, the more that you go to school, that's what lifts up your head. The only thing that's doing is maybe getting you a decent job. A job that you consider as decent anyway. That's not really, you're not learning wisdom inside the colleges. in reality, there's supposed to be a place that's supposed to teach some type of wisdom.
And look, if I could, what you learning in them colleges, you damn near learning them trades nowadays. It's damn near like trade school. What the wisdom this Bible's talking about ain't talking about no damn trade school wisdom. The Bible said we're going to be a nation of kings and priests. This wisdom that we're supposed to be learning is to rule the world.
Right.
It's to rule. Rulership wisdom. Not no wisdom to work and be a tin man and shit.
Right.
And be some craftsman or something. And be some tradesman.
Right.
This Bible, we not Israelites, we're not supposed to just be tradesmen. Like we're supposed to be able to have those skills, but we're supposed to be ruling over using those skills.
Right.
Like we're a tradesman, but we rule over everything, and we take our tradesman skills and we add that into our rulership.
That's right.
So like you're a tradesman, but you also rule over a country.
Right.
So you take your tradesman skills and you put it to use and put those people that you're ruling over to work.
Right.
And into the tradesman way. Not just for you to be individually doing little tradesman sawing and cutting and stuff like that. You're supposed to be ruling as the person who knows how to do it all.
That's right.
That's what the white man do.
Right.
White man know construction. He know how to do it. He know how to do your job, but he doesn't.
Right.
He just supervises you while you do the job.
Exactly.
And just learns all the ins and outs. So when you need some help, he come and help you do it right. But then overall, you're doing it all day.
Right.
He's just doing it when there's a problem or come in when there's some type of way he needs the help. Overall, you're doing it all day. He's sitting back, even though he know how to do it.
Right.
That's the type of wisdom we supposed to have to be rulers.
That's right. And at the same time, even though he don't do the job, you way better at the job than he is. But the people around, I was in a situation one time to where, when I was working at KFC, and then you had some high-up manager that came and did a little bit of something, he just worked for like maybe 10 minutes. And then some manager gonna come up and say, yeah, you work with such and such. He's like, yeah, he ran rings around you, didn't? No, he didn't. I do this every damn day. I'm the best dude at it. But, you know what I'm saying? With his position and his authority and everything, his thing wasn't to fry up the chicken and all that. It was like what the captain's bringing out. It was to rule. Now that is our role on the earth, is to rule. You had plenty of men in the scriptures that had good skills. They had all type of skill sets. But at the same time, their main thing was ruling, being the top nation of people on the face of the planet.
Right.
You're not going to get that by only trusting and getting a good job. You'll never be there. You're a race that thinks like that. You'll always be on the bottom. Always. And the people on top will always be taking advantage of you. There has to come a point in time where we got to get tired of that. We should want our turn to rule. Our turn to be the damn boss. We'll do that on our jobs. You know what I'm saying? We'll sit there and be, the lowest dude with the low dude on the job, but then aspire to be a boss. We ain't even a boss yet, trying to tell people what to do.
Right.
But at the same time, when it's talking about building your nation and making your nation the top people up on the planet, to where you'll have bosses under you, now we don't want to do that. We like it with the white man ruling and being in rulership, but somehow you thought you were the best man at damn Cracker Barrel. You thought you was the top guy that could run Cracker Barrel real well. Well, why don't you shift that ability to run Cracker Barrel and run and play your part in running the earth? Why don't you want to run a city?
Right.
Why don't you want to do that? You see what I'm saying? A lot of us are so damn small-minded it don't make any sense, man.
That's right.
A lot of us, our minds is like real little. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. More on that?
Come.
Oh yeah, Ecclesiastes 11.
Yeah, no,
2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance.
Notice it says, commend not a man for his beauty. Don't just show favor to a person just because he's 6'3" with big broad shoulders. Don't just judge him just only based on that. That man can be a plumb fool. You see what I'm saying? For instance, King Saul. King Saul was a man of great stature, handsome. You know, a head taller than all the people.
It's like a head and shoulder above all the people.
Come. He's a big choice man. King David's brothers. You know, his father brought his brothers out and didn't even bring him from the sheepfold. You know, the bigger he would be the king. He didn't even put him in the lineup, but brought his brothers out. You know, big strong brothers, big strong handsome brothers. But then the Lord said, I don't choose none of them. Even Samuel was kind of gamed up. You know what I'm saying? Even Samuel, you know, the Lord had to tell him, don't look on his outward appearance. You know, he said the Lord, man looks on the outward appearance. The Lord judges the heart.
That's right.
And then the Lord put the man in rulership that he wanted to be the ruler. And all the goodly choice men were rejected. Go ahead, sir.
The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
Right. You know why? Because everybody loves honey. Everybody loves honey.
That's right.
Bee is a little animal, a little flying animal that's not it's not like a bird or anything like that.
Like a hawk.
Right.
Like an eagle.
Right.
It's like it.
Yeah, or some type of beautiful with all type of beautiful colors to it. But what the bee produces, everybody on the damn planet loves. You have people to this day over in Nepal that are climbing up real high mountains. Well, I'm like, wow, I don't know how the hell they do that, but man. And they be doing it with this, you know, equipment that's not even no top of the line, with like ropes and wood, bamboo, and all types of stuff like that. They climbing thousands of feet just to get this honey. I'm like, man, you know, but the bee produces something that's that valuable. So don't judge a person on their outward appearance. Look at you know, dig deeper into that person and see what that person's actually about, and judge based on that.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? When Christ walked the earth, you know, it said there was no beauty in him that we should desire him. You know, he didn't come like, you know, like King Saul and all of them. You know, he wasn't, you know, the type that you would look at and be like, man, surely this dude, man, he's definitely a ruler. No. Christ came as a plain, ordinary, average brother.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That nobody seen nothing, you know, nothing great, physically great about the brother at the time. But at the same time, though, when they heard him teach, and they heard him speak, and the way that he lived, you know what I'm saying? They knew then, hey, this guy, he's something else right here. You see what I'm saying? All right.
Boast not of thy clothing and raiment.
And that's the thing that Negroes love to do.
Right.
We do this more than any race on the face of the planet, and we the poorest people on the planet. We'll boast in our clothes. I remember, you know, joking sessions, you know, in high school, you know, going on the bus, going to high school. Every nigga joking on each other's clothes. We all living in the projects, you know what I'm saying? But they want to joke on the dude that got on the pro wings when they living in the same damn place. They living in the same concentration set. One just got a pair of damn Jordans on, and the other one got on some pro wings, and everybody riding him out.
And look, this is another thing that you need to make sure women, that a woman you get with ain't trying to get with you just because your clothes. You got women out there that's so simple, they won't look at you if you was wearing just regular clothes. If you put on some designer outfits, now all of a sudden they want to sleep with you.
Right.
Make sure you check these women on that. And any women that's listening, make sure you don't have that spirit. Because that's the spirit of a whore and a fool.
That's right.
You got these women, they get with a guy just because he's fly, you know, and all this and that. That's just a testament to your wickedness.
Right.
Because you end up just getting with the dope dealer and whatnot, because he's all fly and wearing the Pelly Pell jacket with all the fly little Gucci belt and shit, all the little bitch-made designer clothes that have been designed by homos.
Right.
They dating a guy just because he's wearing that. That's a testament to that bitch's wickedness.
Yes, it sure is.
She wants that man because she's just as wicked as that man. You see what I'm saying? Not to say that designer clothes is wicked and everything like that, but if she's getting with a man just solely based off of that, because a lot of these women are, the shoes and the clothes, fuck that bitch. Don't be with that woman.
That's right.
Don't make that woman your woman. And one of the first things that she talking about and looking at is your clothes.
Right.
If you need to pull a woman when you dress down, not when you dress super amazing, fly, looking all great. Right. Now they all want you.
Right.
Like Mike Jones had a song said, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, but now I'm hot, they all on me.
Right.
Guess what he did? He was smart, learning about UGK and all them old school players. He knew I ain't gonna fuck with none of them women.
Right.
He was throwing them bitches to the curb that didn't want him when he was just a regular Joe. But now he hot with new clothes and everything. Now they all want him.
Right. They see him riding clean, Mm-hmm. Now they all over him now. Mm-hmm. And those, and those type of women, those are the type of women that'll set you up to be robbed also.
That's right.
They'll set brothers up to rob them. I remember hearing just countless stories of brothers, hooking up with this broad. She see the way he's dressed. She see how he's rolling. But yet, she got, her baby daddy and everything. He's some, thug dude and got a band of thug niggas and they love to rob people. So she done brought him to some hotel or something like that. Next thing you know, here come dude and them at the door. She let him in. They done laid him down, done put the pump to his head. And sometimes they even kill the dude. And then rob him of everything or kidnap him and have him to take him to the stash. I done heard that happen. It happened to one of my buddies. He got kidnapped. And they took him and got like 6 ounces of cocaine and like $10,000.
Dang.
And he quit. He quit the dope game after that. He left the dope game and got him a job after that.
Yeah, most out of Christ. That was wise.
Right.
Very smart choice as a man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what these women that just watch, look, don't take your spirit off. Put on that all black, be strong and dress masculine.
Right.
You got these brothers, they learn the truth, but they still want to be half and half in the world and with the truth. That's how you get these fake Israelite groups.
Right.
These IUICs, guys wearing purple and t-shirts. Every time you see a man in a damn t-shirt.
Right.
Like what the fuck kind of spirit is that?
Right.
We was in the kingdom of Jerusalem. Everybody was wearing damn t-shirts.
Right.
Everybody was wearing a t-shirt in Jerusalem. You learn to come here, put on your all black, you dress in your glorious warlike apparel.
That's right.
If she don't want you in those clothing, fuck her.
Right.
Don't sleep with her. Don't make her your woman. Don't come out of your warlike apparel and dress all soft and meek and lowly just for her.
Right. Because you don't understand what she's actually trying to do. She's trying to reverse the roles of you and her.
Right.
She wants you to be the woman. And she be the man. And you know what? And if she can sit there and have you dressing all fruity in sherbet colors,
right,
then guess what? Eventually, somewhere down the line, she gonna believe she can have multiple husbands.
That's right.
She gonna be one of these evil Israelite Christian women. She gonna have you, and then she gonna meet this other dude that has such great knowledge. She ain't gonna want to learn from you anymore. She's gonna want to learn from him. Next thing you know, him and her in bed together. You see what I'm saying? That's how it can go. And she didn't sit there and put you in the fruity colors, and then you at home watching the kids.
Right.
And she had some telly getting her back blown out by some other dude that was teaching in a fake Israelite group, or some rogue Israelite brother, some vagabond Negro, Facebook Jew, that's sitting there. Now he's blowing her back out. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. Like you see what this brother wearing? He wearing warlike apparel. You see what we wearing? We wearing warlike apparel. Stuff that you can go, if we had to get into a fight, a life or death right now, we can get down in what we wearing.
Right.
You in the damn skinny jeans, and the damn Gucci Pelly Pel, and the damn tight ass t-shirt, and all that. That ain't not glorious warlike apparel.
No.
You ain't scaring nobody with that. You were looking about weaker than 1,000. And even at that, your clothes gotta look strong too, because everything ain't gonna be a physical fight.
Right.
Sometimes it's just a battle of wills. And then a person see how you dress, they might not even step to you just because the way you dress is intimidating. You see what I'm saying? But if you dress like a damn fool, they're going to treat you like a fool, even no matter how big and strong you are. You can be 6'10" and 300 pounds, but you wearing some damn foolish clothing, they already know. Oh, this dude, he a bitch. And guess what? It might not be another dude who you can beat up. It might be a woman calling you a damn bitch. What you gonna do then? Your size and strength don't mean nothing now, because you ain't gonna beat up a woman.
Right.
So now you sitting here 6'10" with big muscles, but some woman disrespecting you, calling you a damn bitch in front of everybody.
Right.
And now you can't do nothing about it. But if you was in your glorious warlike apparel, dressed in your right spirit like we were teaching you, guess what? That woman, she ain't even gonna try you. She already know. I don't know what type of shit he into. He look like he gonna smack me up. He look like he don't give a fuck about jail.
Right.
He look like he gonna smack me. And guess what? We get our respect.
Right.
We dress like this when we go to the grocery store, go to the library, go to the movies, wherever. We don't sit here. You ain't gonna catch us walking around in little orange polo shirts and little Dockers, little shorts. And little rumpers and what niggas is wearing nowadays, and little blouses.
Right.
The damn dudes in the BET Awards is wearing a damn blouse. Wow. You ain't gonna catch us wearing that. And guess what? You ain't gonna catch no sideways bitches going crazy and disrespecting us either. Because a person naturally tell by the way you dress what you about.
Right.
If you're in a cop uniform, people gonna think you're a cop.
Right.
If you're in a janitor's uniform, people gonna think you're a janitor. If you're in a militant army glorious warlike apparel, people gonna think you about that action. Even if you are or not.
Brothers see you, they say, hey my brother, how's it going, brother?
Right.
Your greetings and every damn thing is different. It goes from, back before when you was in the world and just get the nod, you know what I'm saying? What's up? But now it's like, hey my brother, hey, how's it going, brother?
Yeah.
Now it's like that. You see what I'm saying? What you wear is important. And that same woman that's sitting there be in your face calling you all type of bitches and all that, that'd be the same bitch that put you in the fruity colors.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? She done dressed you down like a bitch, now she calling you one. You see? So don't sit there and let your woman dress you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That, that's for the little babies and shit. That's for the little 2-year-olds and all that. Your woman shouldn't be dressing you.
Picking out your outfit. This is what you do. Ask your girl, which one should I wear? This one or that one? Whichever one she chooses, wear the other one. Every one she chooses, pick out the other one. You go to the store shopping, which you should go shopping with your woman to buy your own outfits. Because she's going to pick, like I said, you should go with your brothers to go shopping with you. Because I would tell them, nah, that ain't UPK. That ain't, all the way. I would tell them right. His woman, even though she love him, she not gonna tell him right.
Right.
If you go shopping with your woman and you say, well, should I get this shirt or this shirt? And she say this one on the right, that's to let you know you need to get the one on the left.
Right.
Simple as that.
That's right. See, her female inclination is, even if you got a good woman, there's still gonna be something in her to want to usurp and reverse the roles.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's still going to be something that's going to want to make you the soft one and her the hard one. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You knowing this, should cause you not to put have your woman make certain decisions.
And because look, these same women would be trying to have a man dress all soft and be weak and be all type of ways. Then they go around and get with a dyke that's dressed thugged out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The damn dykes that's all dressed all thugged out and dressed all hardcore with boots on and a big hoodie and shit.
Right.
They got 2-3 women and girlfriends all over town.
Right.
They get mad play.
Right.
While you done turn around and put on a collar shirt and bright colors and wearing orange and yellow and shit like that.
Exactly. And then if she's out shopping with her lesbian friend,
right?
Her butch friend,
right?
And let her butch friend say, "What do you think I should wear between this or that?" At that time, she'll pick the more masculine thing for her. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She'll pick for her the damn thing she should have picked for you. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Because
they for sure ain't gonna tell her, oh, you should get in a blouse.
Right.
Or you should wear a skirt. They ain't gonna tell her to be having her wearing a skirt.
Right.
So he's saying what's true.
You know, she shouldn't be hanging around with no damn lesbians anyway, though, to be honest with you. She hanging with that lesbian. I don't give a damn if she's straight. She up under that skirt. Just like if you got a straight black man that always hang around, got a gay best friend that's a flaming punk. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna think about him? Like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You gay by association.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, being gay by association, that's real. Just like if you run around with niggas that be robbing all the time. Mm-hmm. You a robber by association, and one of these days you gonna be hitting a lick with them niggas.
Yeah, and look, or if somebody coming at for revenge against them niggas that robbed them, guess what? They're not going to differentiate from you.
No.
They're not going to say, oh no, he just hangs out with them. He didn't really do the robbery. Not that I know who did it or not, but I know this crew did it.
Right.
You going down with them. They're going to shoot everybody that's with the crew.
Right.
That's why also you can't hang out with white people.
Right.
That's part of the reason we got to separate from white people. Because when God judges these white men, he going to judge the whole clique.
Right.
He ain't going to say, oh, these Israelites. Let's let these white people die. The whole clique, the devil and his angels, get judged.
And just think about it. You rolling with white people, they get a wild hair up their ass and decide they want to do something crazy. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? They the sons of some upper middle class lawyers or something like that. And you Tyrone straight from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So when you get jammed up with them, then you're going to be the one to get logged.
And look, it's a perfect example. Always some college athlete who's fucking with white bitches, slacking, excuse my language, fucking with slacking, sleeping with white women at some college party. All the white guys is doing it.
Right.
White guys getting hit with rape charges all day and night. Every charge get dismissed. Next thing you know, he sleep with some unconscious drunk girl, or she ain't even unconscious, she just all the way conscious, but she's saying she drunk. She pulled him into the room and everything. And next thing you know, she wake up in the morning sober, talking about rape, after she done basically made him sleep with her. Now, the black dude, he's going straight to jail.
Right.
He's going to be, on the news about this black college athlete that's raped the white woman. But all those white boys, frat boys, they waking up sleeping with drunk white girls. That's what they wait for. They get all the frat sorority white girls drunk. They just sit back. Oh, she's super drunk. Let her come with me. Here, come with me. Come on. Come back to my dorm. And next thing you know, he's sleeping with some halfway sleeping white girl. She wake up in the morning and just has to move her ass on. But she let her deal with black dude she wake up next to. Oh, and now it's a rape.
Right. And then it could be a situation where you didn't even mess with the damn girl. They just did. You see what I'm saying?
Looks like Tupac. Tupac was supposed to have some party, and the girl said he raped her when she was unconscious or something. Who knows what he did or what not.
Right.
But he's around the whole situation.
Right. Right. He's around that whole situation, and he's the star. Well, guess what? When you in a situation like that with college, even if you black and you ain't no athlete or nothing, you the star. You the star, you know what I'm saying? And you might not even have nothing to do with it. But when they gonna rounding up people, and she can even sit there and say that you didn't have nothing to do with it, they still gonna lock you up. And she can sit there and plead on your cause. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He didn't have nothing to do with it. Them damn police and everything, they still gonna want to stick you with the charge.
Right.
Now your little football career is over. You see what I'm saying? When you're in college, man, it's best to hang out with other blacks that are in college. And not just damn white people. Be like in that movie Higher Learning, how everything was segregated, even though they was on the same damn college. And the movie with Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes and them, it was segregated, it was separate.
Or even better, transfer to a damn black college.
Right.
That's even better. You want to show your worth? Transfer to a HBCU, one of them all black colleges. Yeah, it's like it don't got as good food, ain't got no big old football team, ain't droves of people that's gonna thank you went to the greatest college. But guess what? You'll be better off.
Right.
You'll do better with your own, man. That's what time it is, man.
Right.
It's time to separate from these devils on every and all levels, man. How Isupk, we're going to rebuild Black Wall Street.
That's right.
We're going to rebuild New Jerusalem.
Right.
Everything that the white man destroyed, we're going to rebuild it.
That's right.
So it's time to go to black colleges now.
Right.
You a college student, you think about going back to school, get to a all black college, an HBCU, whatever you have to do. Even if you got to live in another state, go live in that other state, do what you got to do to get in that black college, man. Fuck these white colleges, man. Stop going to these white colleges thinking that you're doing something great because you're going to a white school.
Right.
Now you think you're doing something great. You're going to Harvard and Yale. Forget those schools, man. You better at Cornell or Fisk University.
Right.
Or Howard University. You better at the bummiest black college. You better off at that.
Right. But even better than that, you better off at the University of UPK. That's where you really need to go.
That's the ultimate story.
This is where you really need to be. It ain't a skill set that they possess inside any colleges, whether black or Edomite or whatever, that the UPK don't have. And we better than them at it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You have black colleges out there where they're not teaching you to be separate from the white man. They just teaching you to be in a college of black people. That's all it is. And even in the black colleges, black men and black women are still competitors against one another.
And now it's getting real bad. The homosexuals are taking over everything.
Oh, yeah, right.
You go to college and it's damn near a homo school. It's
right.
like, what the hell's going on here? The homos, you think the homos is the smartest guys on earth.
Right.
They in college deep.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? I know they done took over the black college. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, they got a whole damn, what is it they call it, the boule? The boule is a real deep fraternity, you know what I'm saying, where a whole lot of black leaders come out of. And the stories I done heard about that stuff, as far as on that gay tip, man, some of the stuff will blow your mind. And they, boule is like what Skull is. It's like the almost like the black version of Skull and Bones. And the stuff that, that they do, and that's why they come out and be leaders and all of that. Martin Luther King was a boule member. Several other black leaders, Jesse Jackson, and all of these black leaders, Al Sharpton, they were all boule members. Boule has an agenda. And that agenda, one of the things inside that agenda is homosexual rituals. Because whenever you have a fraternity, you're modeling after Greeks. What the hell were the Greeks known for? The Greeks were known for being sodomites. They were known for
boy lovers.
Right. So that'd be a lot of, that college ritual they got, that's sick as hell, where they pass the egg to each other, and they spit the egg in each other's mouth. That shit couldn't come from us. That had to come from them. The things that they do, the little initiations and all that, hell no, none of that garbage was our damn culture.
Were they paddling each other and shit?
Right, all of that stuff. And they put the balloons on the front of them. How did they do
balloons on his back, on his butt or something?
Right.
Hump him to pop the balloon?
Right.
Damn, I didn't know they do all that.
That shit ain't us. That can only come from the damn Greeks. And then one other thing, reason why Black Wall Street fell is because we started being just like the damn. We tried to set up white black America inside Black Wall Street. We started doing things all wrong. The Christian church was definitely, and it said Tulsa, Oklahoma at the time had 21 Christian churches, black Christian churches.
Yeah.
And they was doing just like what Jerusalem was doing before Jerusalem got sacked. You see what I'm saying? They were doing the same things. The leadership was, hobnobbing with the Romans, with white America, just like it was doing in Rome. The Pharisees and the Sadducees and the scribes and all of that. And that started to set the clock started ticking for us to be destroyed and for Black Wall Street to be invaded and burnt to the damn ground. That was the Lord's anger right there. Just like any time when you go all throughout Judges and said, and they served the Lord, but when such and such died, we went into sin again. And see, another thing too, another reason why Black Wall Street fell is because we were only separate from the white man because we was forced to. We were separate out of force. So what does that mean? That means the desire was still there. You see what I'm saying? That's just like black men were forced not to ever get with white women. But then when you back in like the 70s and all that, when you had all of this feminism and all that going on, the white woman wanted her male sex slave too. Just like what her man had. You see what I'm saying? She wanted the same thing. She wanted the same rights to have her a buck. And then what happened was we wasn't not getting with the white woman because we didn't want them. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, interracial marriages just started booming after the 70s. Mixed kids popping up everywhere. Black fathers and white mothers. Well, as soon as white people just smelled our way a bit in Black Wall Street, we bought it hook, line, and sinker. And the Lord did as he always do. Whatever nation we played a whore with, the Lord sent that nation in to come and tear us up. And that's what happened.
That's right. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden.
It says, exalt not thyself in the day of honor. In the day, don't let your honor go to your head.
That's right.
Because as the scriptures say, pride come before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord has brought many, many men down. As a matter of fact, the Lord actually says with the more honor you get, the more humility you have. Just like when you get clothed with honor, you get the crown on your head, then you should be crowning yourself with humility also. And that's what people fail to do. You see what I'm saying? And our sisters also got this thing real bad because they figure they should be queens with no humility. They figure they should only have the honor. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Setting themselves up for a fall. That's why many sisters is running around right now bald headed.
That's right. Ain't about good. The same ones that think they so amazing, so great, they naked on the damn Facebook.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like the brother brought a heavy point another time when we was kicking it. A lot of them same old women that think they so professional, make a 6-figure jobs and like they're all this great classy women. They'll be the one giving the stripper a blowjob at some damn party somewhere.
Right.
Doing some old raunchy, nasty disgustingness at some party with her, she and lasciviousness.
Right.
But she's so classy, 6-figure honor and shit like that, thinks
Right.
she's all that.
Going down to Jamaica, having her man up here, in the States, while she going to a cruise by herself, to clear her mind, to get her mind right.
Right.
Yeah, right. She gonna wind up in one of them Jamaican clubs with somebody that she can have a one-night stand with. Just like what Eddie Murphy was saying, Eddie Murphy Raw that he did back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where he was making mention of that. That's what sisters be doing. And then you know what? And the white man such so much of the devil. You have sisters that have I knew a sister that had a 6-figure income, and her company gives her a trip, not for 2, but for 1 to Jamaica.
Right.
I told her, sister, you better not take that damn trip. You better not, if she was considering doing it. I told her, you better not take that damn trip. You got a man.
That's right.
You got a man at home. If they can't give you a trip for 2, then you give that damn trip back to them.
It's like the neighbor coming, you got any mail? You got any mail?
I think so.
Hey, I'll take
Alright,
the class.
no.
Go ahead, handle that. Hey, man. White man's the devil the Bible speaks of. Hold on one sec. So, yeah. They give the black woman a damn cruise over there to Jamaica, she getting gangbanged by three Jamaican guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens with these old 6-figure-old thinking they're amazing and everything like that. Look, this is what you gotta do. You gotta you gotta be humble. Alright? Let's get some more of the scripture. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath worn the crown. This is one of my favorite scriptures. Because a lot of people think that certain people are going to be, this great, powerful person, and they discount this other brother because he might not be tall and handsome, and he don't look all handsome and all chisel face and built like he's Will Smith and all attractive and tall, dark, and handsome. So they think he's good, he's the guy, he's the man. But the other one, they don't think of him as wearing a crown. And this is a good scripture for all the brothers in the UPK, man. All the brothers in the UPK damn near fall into this scripture, man. Because all the brothers in the UPK are those brothers that people discount. That people seen as, oh, he's just a thug, he ain't gonna amount to anything, he ain't smart, he ain't special, he ain't gonna be no NBA player or no NFL player. He's just gonna, he's not nothing. They overlook him. They overlook all the UPK brothers in the UPK. We were all overlooked. We were all looked at as not going to be special, not going to be ruling and authority. They never thought of that. But this scripture right here lets you know. One that had never thought of hath worn the crown. These brothers in the UPK that people never thought of to be rulers and rule the earth, we're going to wear the crowns. We're the ones going to be ruling the earth, ruling the crown. And guess what? Nobody thinks niggas and spicks and damn wetbacks and engines will ever rule the earth. We are all discounted. But we are the ones who are going to wear the crown. Verse 6. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. Basically, men that people thought was going to be the winner. Now they're the loser. They thought they were the one who were going to be the ruler, and now they delivered into other men's hands. Here's an example. The white man. He's going to be greatly disgraced. The white man is going to be ashamed. People are going to think the white man is the lowliest, dog piss, scumbag of the earth because he is. And guess what? People are going to know it now. Especially when we bring down the ISUK. They're going to know. Make sure you lock that door too, Barbara Shop. They're going to know. You're going to see this white man, he's going to be greatly disgraced. And us, that they thought he was great, but one that never thought of going to wear the crown, it's going to be us black men, Hispanic men, Native American men. We were never thought of to wear the crown. And now we will. And the one that wear the crown is going to be in the ground. Going to be sat on the ground. That's the white man. Right. That's prophetic scripture right there. What's actually going to happen right now in these last days.
That's right.
All right. I'll read you what I just read. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath worn the crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Oh wait, Slack, you want to break down 6 first?
Okay.
Or how you want to do it?
There's many, the Lord is, like what the captain was just bringing out, the Lord is going to take the men, because the Lord uses the foolish things to confound the wise, and the weak things to confound the strong.
That's right.
So the Lord is going to take, it just seems like foolishness to wrap your mind around that we're going to be the next rulers. That our nation is going to be the next top nation on the face of the planet. This seems like, as a matter of fact, when you look on posts, on the Facebook or whatever, and we say this, and everybody's laughing at it. Black women and white men specifically. Mm-hmm. black woman on there talking about, well, how y'all gonna rule when y'all can't even take care of y'all's kids? When y'all can't even, cause, you know, our sisters are so damn vain. That's one of the reasons why they don't want to help us. They'll rather help the white man, you know, because they're not spiritual at all, but they'll swear, but they so damn spiritual.
They'll be talking about, we need money for diapers, money for this, money for that. You ain't taking care of your kids. Meanwhile, they spend $100 a week on a fucking disgusting, stinking weave.
Right.
$100 per every time they get it done.
Right.
But they sitting there talking about, can't take care of the kids.
Right. That's the same.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, at the same time, she looking like $1 million while her kids is wearing rags. And she ain't even, a lot of times she talk about how she taking care of her kids and all of that. It be the grandmama to be taking care of the kids. You know?
Oh, yes, that's right.
She want to go out hoeing. She want to go out and look for the next sponsor, her next weave sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to sponsor her and her hair and her nails? That's what she looking for. Her mind too busy wrapping around that. Take her of her damn kids. That's why grandmama got them. Grandmama ain't feed them, they ain't going to eat.
That's right.
You know, because she don't want to cook any damn thing. She'd rather just run the damn street or be on the damn stripper pole. 95% of the strippers got kids. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And a lot of them, they ain't even stripping because they trying to take care of the family, trying to take care of the kids and all that bull crap. But a lot of them stripping because they done developed the goddamn habit inside the strip club. And they really stripping and working for that. A lot of them ain't even got their damn kids.
You're right. You damn women, especially these women in the Christian church, they got kids, but their whole life is really about themselves.
Right.
Everything is me, mine, gimme. And you sitting there with a kid whose whole life is mine, gimme. You just as bad as a damn 7-year-old.
Right.
With your selfishness. And then a lot of times they don't even want the father to be in life because they only want the child to themselves.
Right.
How selfish can you be? Just because nobody else loves you except the child, because the child don't got no other choice.
Right.
Nobody else want to be spend time with you. The child the only one.
Right.
So you want to keep the child to yourself.
That's why you see sisters taking pictures with their little 8-year-old son like that's their man. You know what I'm saying? They sit there taking pictures with him, you know, like he's her husband.
Yeah. They'll be putting posts on Facebook. Oh, my son, he's real strong. He's got big muscles. His back muscles is real strong. Like, why the hell you worried about your kid's muscles and shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Or talking about your son in any type of way other than he got to obey his mother. You gonna be worried about the son's prom and the this and that, right. And you know, who's the son out with, what girl he dating. You so into his damn love life, you more into that than into his damn school life.
Right. And then I have the damn nerve to sit there and let him talk, you know, disrespectfully to black men.
Right.
On top of that. And then I've seen instances where the mother even be laughing. While he's sitting there talking about some grown person. I better not ever pull nothing like that when I was a little kid. I got half my damn face knocked off. But what they be doing with these little kids nowadays, they'll sit there and let them talk to grown people like they're grown.
Right.
You know, instead of putting them in their damn place, they sit there and rejoice in them doing it. On top of that.
And there's a scripture about that too. Talk all about don't like show too much happiness and joy to your children like they're your best friends.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A child ain't your best friend.
No.
Child is a child. That child is on a lower plane than the adult plane. You let the child they trying to get the child make decisions and grown folk decisions and all this and that. That's all the way backwards, man. This Bible gives us the real wisdom on how to treat a child. You treat them like a child. You don't treat them like an adult.
Right. You got a child, you choose that child's way.
That's right.
And then, at the same time, even a lot of grown people don't make all their own damn decisions. If you got say you got some type of dude that he's some type of business owner, you know, he owns a car lot. He's raising his son to take over the damn car lot. Not to run out and just do what the hell he want to damn do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's going to take over that car lot, multiply that car lot into 2 car lots.
That's right.
Or 4 car lots, or whatever the case is. He's raising him and prepping him to be even a better businessman than what himself is. Laying a foundation for him. Telling him what to do, giving him instruction. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
See, we don't know these things because, for one thing, we don't really own nothing. We don't own nothing, so we don't know how to prepare. So knowledge, like saying, well, whatever he wants to do in life, that makes sense to us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But to know any other race, it don't make sense. If you got a Chinese restaurant here, Little Sing Wong, he's not gonna grow up and just do what he wants to do. No, Little Sing Wong's ass is gonna be running that restaurant.
That's right.
Managing 5 restaurants or something like that. They their way is gonna be chosen out. And whatever, if he decides he wants to go to whatever country and take on a hobby, that's another thing. But his behind is going to carry on the legacy of that damn Chinese restaurant.
That's right. Let's get some more. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke.
This is another powerful nugget of wisdom. Always hear a person out before jumping to a conclusion on any matter. Always hear it. Examine the matter. Then speak.
And I'm going to tell you a matter that's in society that is not thoroughly examined, and everybody has already put a blame and everything on it already. The fact how black men don't take care of their kids, and black men are deadbeat fathers, and this and that, and all the type of troubles that black women be putting black men on child support, getting them locked up. Nobody examines the matter on those things.
Right.
Nobody. Everybody's automatically, the black man is wrong. Black man is wrong, whatever the situation. Whatever he did, whatever anybody did, is that black man's fault. Oh no, he should have did better than that. Or he should have did something to diffuse the situation or anything. It's always black man's fault.
Right.
Black on black crime. Everybody put the blame on black people before you examine the cause.
Right.
Nobody ever asks, why are black people killing other black people? Why did this black man rob this liquor store? Why does he have a need to rob a store? Why doesn't he already have what he needs in life?
Right.
Why does he have a lack? Nobody ever examines that.
Right.
That's why whenever somebody tell me about something a black person did to them, or black people doing to other black people, I always ask them, well, why do you think they did that? A lot of times they don't even want to, they hate when I ask that question.
Right.
Ask that question, why did he do that to you? Or why do you think he did this or did that? Because they know the why lets you know it's not all, you can't put all the blame on him.
Right.
Because the why always connects back to something that was done to him. To that fact that he is a victim in this place called America.
Right.
That we are actually victims in this place called America. So all the things that we're doing are because we have been had crimes done against us, and nobody ever paid for it, and we never got our justice for it.
That's
So
right.
we are acting as victims.
Right.
And you can't blame a victim for acting out when they haven't been when what was done to them has not been addressed.
Right.
How you gonna blame a dog for scratching when the fleas on him aren't being addressed?
Right.
How you gonna blame a child or blame a child for doing some behavior when it was never addressed? The behavior was never addressed.
Right.
That's the black people's situation here in America. Don't blame before thou hast examined the cause. All you white devils, people in other countries, people in Asia, Russia, Middle East, they quick to try to jump on about black people and this and that. Don't say shit until you done examine this whole situation, what's going on in America.
Right.
Don't say nothing about black people being lazy, black people being this and doing that, stealing from your little grocery stores or anything. Don't blame nothing until you examine these causes, what's going on in America first. Because there's been atrocities been done to us as a people.
Right.
And nobody is paid for none of the crimes that are done to our people. Police have brutalized us for hundreds of years. People walking around with the scars of slavery still to this day. And nobody, and no counsel, what psychiatry, when they go see a psychiatrist, none of that has ever happened to our people. To address the wounds that are in our people, spiritually, physically, mentally, and on every plane.
Right. And it's awfully funny because when it comes to the Italians and the Irish and all of them that was killing each other, you know, they'll examine that though. They'll say, well, when they come to this country, it was just in such dire poverty that, you know, and everybody was there. They'll come with a whole huge spiel spelling out why they were the way that they were.
Or they're blaming on prohibition.
Right.
Oh, it's because this prohibition laws that it was, you know, it caused all this crime. The prohibition caused all the crime, not the damn white man breaking the law.
Right. You know, and then like you look at Chicago. Now, when you watch the mafia documentaries, like the West Side of Chicago and the South Side, at one time they was filled up with Italians and Jewish, you know, and Irish and all of that stuff. They was filled up with that. So where did they go? Why is it filled up with blacks now? They took the same places where these low-level white people were at, and in crime and in killing each other, you know, and slaughtering each other up and robbing each other and all that. They moved them out of it, moved them up the social ladder, and took us and put us there. And locked us in the damn system to where we're doing the same thing that they were doing, but the only thing difference is we're locked into that system and they were released from it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You oppress any damn people and they're going to get real gritty.
Hey, you attack any people, what are they automatically going to do? Click up, gang up to have a defense. They're not going to just sit there and just get wiped out. They're going to get guns.
Right.
Become militant or becoming gangs. Where do you think these gangs started from in America? These gangs in America, Vice Lords, GDs, Crips, Bloods, that's a product of America.
Right.
That's not no product of black people. That's a response to what America has been doing. What the gang and the police have been doing. It's called cause and effect. Like some dummy on the damn Facebook, White Devil, said, how are you going to blame something that's going on today from something that happened yesterday? Why don't you take care of what's going on today? Stop trying to blame it on the past. Are you a dumb as hell, you White Devil? What happened yesterday tells you what's going to happen today.
Right.
The things that happened yesterday are directly related to and cause what happens today. It's called cause and effect, you damn dirty, stinking devil.
Right. And you can tell about today, the things in the present day, and get a good insight of what the future is going to be like.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You can see by the way things are going, how things are going to be. And you can do this in anything. Come on, I don't see why you don't get this concept. You on your damn job or whatever, and you see that, you know, say you're a manager, and you see that the cost of the product, you know, there's a lot of waste. So you think to yourself, well, if we keep having this problem in the next couple of years, you know, this is going to knock a huge chunk out of the profits of this company. You see what I'm saying? Well, it's the same thing with this. You look and see what happened in the past and what happens today in the future, and get a foreknowledge of what the future is going to be like.
And that's a scary thought for you white people.
Right.
What the Lord going to do to you, devils, after what you done in the past. The white man love to try to escape his past.
Right.
And try to just live in the present.
Right.
Yeah, I know you don't want to care about the past. We love bringing up the past because it's a shame for you.
Right.
Because now we get to sit back and play the victim because we are the fucking victims, but we get to do our part and you be the damn criminal. We're the victim, you're the criminal. Now guess what's supposed to happen and what's going to happen next for the future? The criminal gets punished.
Right.
And the victim gets repaid and gets justice and gets what the victim is due.
That's right.
Gets back what was stolen from them. Gets back what's due to them. So that's our future.
Right.
Our future is getting back everything that was stolen from us. Your future is punishment for the crimes that you've been doing, and everything stripped from you. That's what the Bible says.
That's right. Stripped of all your authority and all your power on the earth. And I don't know why y'all think y'all so different from any other brutal heathen kingdom that's ever been up erected on the face of the planet. Y'all think that, obviously, y'all think that y'all think that y'all gonna get out on the Most High. You can only think that could only be it. Y'all think that y'all have a real chance, a fighting chance against the Most High. That's what it is. And y'all know that y'all owe a hell of a damn debt. And y'all never forget when anything happens to y'all. Y'all copy anything that ever happens to white people never forget it. They always about history. Why do you think they got the History Channel? Why do you think every year 9/11 comes around, they say we will never forget? Well, why don't you practice that same damn forgiveness, forgetfulness you telling us we ought to have, and practice it for the Arabs?
That's right.
Why don't you go do that? But y'all can't do that. Y'all figure that y'all the only people that should receive forgiveness while sitting there being able to carry out judgment on every damn body else. Just that thought alone points yourself out as being a damn criminal on the earth.
That's right. Let's get some more in the scripture too. It's beautiful. Get a little bit more after my end of class about a couple more scriptures. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners.
Woo, boy, this is some heavy stuff right here.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta read this scripture right here.
Can we piece that down right quick, sir? Go ahead and piece it down.
Come. You want to start to strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not, or the one before that?
We'll start with the one before that.
Answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
Never answer a cause before you've heard it. Always listen to the cause. This is what a wise man will do, and it takes some self-control on your part. Because I know everybody has the thing to where they want to stir up and answer something right quick, but it's always wise to stop and listen, because when you foam up real quick, a lot of the times, that wasn't even the matter. Now you look like a damn fool. You done did something rash. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Hear the calls out. Always give an attentive ear to something. Go ahead. And
neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
Also, too, the discipline of the tongue. These are other wise things. And the one thing that us black people got bad, especially black women.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Black women don't give a damn about discipline in a conversation. Her whole conversation is based on dominating the conversation. She doesn't care whether she's right or wrong or any of that. She is only caring about ruling this conversation and ruling you and shutting you down.
And if I could, that's why they always talk about, oh, I'm petty. She's petty. Or she's the petty queen. Or I don't care about being petty. Because I'll be petty. I'm more petty than anybody, or this or that. What are they talking about? Basically saying they're just going to try to one up and get a hit in, or, like you said, dominate the conversation, no matter where it goes. It don't matter what the topic is. It don't matter who's right or wrong. Just about, oh, I'm petty enough, well, I just say this, and now what? You know what I'm saying, basically.
And you black Christian women
that
swear up and down that you, in these situations, that you heard from the Lord. No, you're not hearing from the Lord, because if you can't hear your husband, the Lord ain't speaking to you.
That's right.
He's not going to speak to you, because the same way that sometimes the Lord will tell you something that you don't want to hear, and you'll do him just like you're doing your husband to try and drown him out.
Right. And if I could, a lot of them be lying and saying, I obey my husband. I do everything my husband say. Let your husband come home one day and say, well, God, it says in the Bible, man can have more than one wife. Let's see how obedient you are right there.
Right.
Let's see how if you say, yes, my Lord, that's what you say goes.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, you damn liar.
Right.
You be all on his head, smacking him, you be damn near ready to put a knife through him.
Right.
Just in spite so no other women can get him.
Right. You know, and let him say, I suffer a woman not to teach. Let him break that one out to you Christian black women. Y'all love to ride over that one right there. Y'all go to the scripture to say, man don't work, don't eat.
Right.
Man don't take care of his family. You know, he's worse than the infidel. But when it say for you to shut your damn mouth and not teach nothing, now all of a sudden Paul was drunk when he said that. You see what I'm saying? Let them tell it. You know, Paul was kind of crazy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let them tell it, you know. And they hate the Apostle Paul just for that one scripture right there. So imagine how they are towards their damn man. And guess what? The Lord ain't speaking to you. Believe that. Because just like how your man can't get through to you, and your father can't get through to you, and your brothers can't get through to you, your uncles can't get through to you, guess what? The Lord can't get through to you either. Right. And the way that he's going to speak to you is going to be through some type of messed up situation and circumstance. He's going to have to speak that way. You see what I'm saying? Like he's speaking when you knock all your hair off your goddamn head. He's speaking to you then. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't hear it. You know, when all your sides and shit is burnt all around, he's you know what I'm saying? He's speaking to you then. Because the Bible says that he will heap hot coals up on the heads of the sinners. So he's speaking to you when you bald headed. But you ain't listening. You ain't hearing.
More on that. My son. Oh, it's like verse 9. Ecclesiastes 11 and 9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not.
Don't strive and don't sit there and join in other people's beef and funk, black people. We love to do this too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We love to get into situations, and she's saying until you see this stuff all over the damn Facebook. And it have niggas getting beat half to damn death. You know what I'm saying? You got people traveling from other cities and states to meet up with some brother, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm right at, and then he'll sit there and tell where he's at too. Nigga, I'm right, nigga in Chicago, nigga on the west side, nigga, come see me. And then, you know what? That dude, he's so damn heated over this dude getting into somebody else's business. He done got into this whirlwind of somebody else's business. Now the dude's hot and comes blow his damn head off. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of this stuff comes behind striving in businesses and matters that are not even ours.
And there's another one. You damn women are famous. Black women, you're going to stop being damn busybodies too. You and every other woman's relationship, you know how her relationship is going. Right. You know how this one's relationship is going. You all in everybody's goddamn business, being a damn busybody.
Right.
Cut that shit out, man. All that gossiping and all that, cut that out. You don't need to know how many wives this brother got.
Right.
You don't need to know, what's going on with her and her man. Stay out their goddamn business. You mothers too, stay out your goddamn daughter's business.
Right.
You and your damn daughter's relationship more than everybody else.
Right.
You got more invested in your daughter's relationship than your daughter and her husband.
Right.
You in there been trying to hear every single thing that's going on. Stay out their goddamn business.
Right. She get into it with her man. Here go you hopping on the damn phone, calling up all her sisters and all that. Now 5 of y'all done showed the hell up at the dude's door trying to jump it. You see what I'm saying? Now just think about it. Imagine he just got tired of that one time. And he went and got a gun. You know what I'm saying? And decided, no, I'm gonna take out her and her damn family. You see what I'm saying? Somebody can snap just that damn easy. He think about all the past times how they done came and got all up in his goddamn face, and then they done went and got Dante and shit. You know, they done went and did all of that.
Yeah, went and got some cousins and shit.
Right.
He fuck around, turn around, kill you and your cousins.
Right. And that dude got a wild hair one day and just, the demon got on and he just snapped. Blacked out, went and got that shotty and blew all of them away when they came up to the damn house. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy the things can happen.
Yeah. That's why you need to meddle not in many matters. Let's see, sit the next one. And sit not in judgment with sinners.
This is a thing that black leaders love to do. Well, and you think about it, you got black judges, black prosecutors. You know, they can set up in the Christian church, and you think that there's nothing wrong. This guy he's a stand-up dude. This dude is a good, like he's a pillar in the community and everything. When he's sitting there sitting in judgment with sinners, he's in judgment right alongside with the enemies of his damn people and throwing brothers' lives away. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if you know, going away from politics to a judge to working on your job. You know, you a manager on the damn job, and then you got 3 or 4 other white managers around, and they talking about some damn black dude, you know what I'm saying, that did some type of, that went and outside and smoked a cigarette or something.
Right.
Now, they sitting there trying you to see how you gonna do the damn matter. Whether you gonna be on their side or on the side of your damn people. Because you ain't supposed to be sitting in judgment with those damn sinners. You ain't supposed to sit in judgment with them. As a matter of fact, what you actually supposed to be doing is defending the brother even if your damn job come on the line. You're supposed to be defending that damn brother. And also, too, the only reason why they made you a supervisor in a lot of instances, not because you were so sharp and you were so this and they figured that you could run the store so well. No, they did that to fire black people through you so that they don't get looked at as racist. That's why they test you like that and try and make you sit in the judgment seat with them who is damn sinners.
That's right. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent.
Right. And that's bouncing off what we just went through, you know. You know, if you meddle with many matters, you will not be innocent.
That's
Don't
right.
be conversing in every damn thing, you know what I'm saying? And all type of situations that's going on with other people. Because the time's gonna come where you be like, well, yeah, you know, such and such was in on the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And because you done dealt with many matters, you done dealt with everybody else's damn business, you know, your name keep popping up. Even though they might not even say, they didn't even know any details about anything that you said. But your name kept popping up inside of, you know, whenever they have a beef or something's going on, you popping up, you're not innocent. What verse are we at?
We at verse 10. Can I read the end of here if you want?
Oh,
Do it last scripture or something.
let's see,
Or something you want to get to real quick.
what else did I speak to that over there?
It's a little more on the same topic. It says, if thou wilt follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. That was pretty much it on that, though.
We ain't got too much time left off.
It's 6:35. We got time for one more.
All right.
Then we'll go third.
We'll drop one more. Drop Deuteronomy 22.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 6. If a bird's nest chance to be before thee in the way, in any tree, or on the ground, whether they be young ones, or eggs, and the dam sitting upon the young, or upon the eggs, thou shalt not take the dam with the young.
Now, this is wisdom right here. Now, nobody on the face of the planet does this practice right here. They're not charged with this practice. You know, it's optional. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to do this, they could. But this right here is wisdom. You know why? Because you get to see how something could grow and prosper behind it. You don't have to worry. It's a defense to keep specific species of birds and things from going extinct.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You take the dam right along with the young. Next thing you know, and everybody's doing this, next thing you know, this specific bird, now you're like, well, whatever happened to the such and such a bird? You know what I'm saying? The such and such, some type of breed of hen, you know, that everybody liked. You know, that tasted real good when you fry it up. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or whatever. It tasted like some of the best fried chicken. But all of a sudden, there's such a shortage of it. But if we do this practice right here, then we don't have to worry about the shortage of them, because they will be able to continue to populate, and it won't be too many of them and not too few either.
And look,
Like,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and another thing, this also goes along with many things. Like this earlier today, I seen a black dude give an old stinking white begging devil $1. Now, what if every black person gives a white person $1 every now and then because they beg? You know how much money is going to be transferred from black people to white people? That we could be using that money to help us in other type of ways. Like when Hurricane Katrina happened, we could all give him $1 to help our brothers in that situation.
Right.
But instead, everybody's giving $1 to a white person.
Right.
That's why we can't give them shit. You can't. You need to take everything you can take from white people and don't give them nothing, man.
Right.
And then we take that mindset, maybe we'll start accumulating wealth instead of, you know, wealth steadily on a stream going back to white people.
Right.
Don't give, like my brother one time, I said I need a new tire. He said, well, I don't really care who's white or black, as long as I get the new tire. That's what you should care about, as long as you get the right tire. I said, hell no. What the hell are you talking about? If everybody thought like that, then you always go to the white man because he's got the best tires, period.
Right.
He done raped and robbed everybody's tires.
Right.
And blew up all the black tire shops. And took all the business with propaganda.
Right.
So, but if everybody said, well, I'm only make sure to go to black, Hispanic, and Native American tire shops. Now we got something there.
Right. Yeah.
That's the poison of Martin Luther King and what the white man did.
Right.
In the immigration movement.
And
Go ahead.
Oh, slap it. And also too, we'll sit there and talk about, I don't care what race it is. Well, if you don't care about what race it is, then why don't you go to charge the people that don't deal with black people economically, that don't buy anything from us or anything? Why don't you charge them with being racist? You know, if you're going to be equal and you're going to love everybody, do it right. If you see that we spend our money with them, but they don't spend nothing with us, that should move you to go to them and be like, hey, wait a minute, man. You know, our money's coming to you. What's this? You know, how come nothing from you is coming back to us? That's a sure sign that people that have that philosophy really only just hate black people. That's all it is. And their whole thing, their whole image of equality only has to do with us staying on the damn bottom and everybody being on top of us. As long as they have their own personal little things that they like, their own personal comforts and all that, they don't care about any damn body else. They don't love everybody. They love only the damn white man. That's it.
Right.
While they sitting there saying, well, I'm about love and peace and hope for everybody. Well, really? Then you should charge the other people with the same damn thing instead of just wanting to come up to black people and telling us how we should be loving every damn body. You should be telling every damn body else how they should be loving us.
Yeah, why don't you be like them Trump supporters and go try to tell them Trump rally people to love black people.
Right.
You see how that turned out.
Exactly. You know, if you really gonna stand for world love, stand for it. Be real about it.
Right.
Is there any more on that?
Yeah, there's more.
Okay.
Verse 7, Deuteronomy 22:7. But thou shalt in any wise let the dam go, and take the young to thee, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days.
You got the eggs and the dam. You let the mother bird go so she can go hook up with another male bird and then lay more eggs. Right?
Right.
Now you got the eggs. You can sit there and take the eggs, raise the eggs, hatch them and do, whatever you want to. Get you a coop going. And also the mother is blown off to where she can keep reproducing. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That is wise dealings right there. That's how you stop extinction on the face of the planet. We're the only ones that have the answer to stop extinction. But the foolishness, you think it's wise for you to sit there and give to some damn Rockefeller Foundation that's supposed to be about saving the animals when the Rockefellers hate the hell out of humans. So you can imagine how they feel about animals. Their sons will be poaching the damn animals. But then they'll have a collection plate, Rockefeller donation. And you know what? People will be dumb enough to give to it. They are the reason why the damn animals is going extinct.
That's right.
They drilling oil every damn where and drowning all types of damn animals and fish. You know, if you're going to find out how to solve that damn problem, you know, they got to stop being so damn greedy. That starts to solve that damn problem. But at the same time, we believe whatever the hell it is that they damn say. And what I just told you, what we just broke down in this scripture right here, you're not going to learn this in a college.
That's right.
They're not going to teach you this. They're going to teach you to go green. Or give to the, you know, they're only going to tell you to donate. They're not going to give you any solutions to stop extinction of certain animals up on the face of the planet. A lot of animals on the planet have good services to the planet. Everything has a service. Everything has a task and a job, and when an animal goes extinct, that's one less worker on the planet to do that job. Now you have to compensate for that loss somehow. We are not. Well, you want me to? Well, okay. We are the Isupk coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahan. Pay your tithes, support the men of the Lord that are out here on these streets battling and fighting for you. Black women get in order. Black men be men and be authority figures in your home. And with that being said, shalom.
White man's the devil, man.
Devil.
Yeah.